Forms is a tool used to create surveys, quizzes, and collect information. Google Forms can be accessed through many ways. You can access it through Google Drive. You go to plus new and you choose Google Forms, or you can access it through internet. So you're going to access it through internet. You go to the browser, you search for Google Forms. Then you go to the official website of Google Forms. It will require you to sign in using your Google account. If you don't have one, you'll have to first create a Google account. It gives you options, you either use blank forms or use templates that have already been designed, you just make some small additions. So these Google Forms, usually they use them in surveys, like online surveys. They distribute links, people click in, then they submit information. But they can also be made for quizzes, where marks are awarded, then you know your score. They're used to collect information here and there. So that is how you can access Google Forms on any device. You can use internet. And a Google account, as I've said, is required. So if you want to create a new form, you go and you click on blank form. Google Forms, it will ask you first for a title and its description. So a title may vary, depends. You can get a title. Maybe I entitle it the endless. I'm just going to get a petty title. It may be the endless journey. Description. We describe what is the form is all about. Getting vital information. Maybe about getting vital information. Maybe it's about evolution in science. Like I said, that evolution in science and technology. So you create this description is important because usually people check this description before they start submitting in their information. So after making that description, you need to add descriptions, adding questions. You can start from the first question. You know that these questions come in different types. They give you options. You have multiple choice. You have paragraphs whereby the answer is in a long text. Someone can type a good number of words. Then you have short answer. Someone gives a direct answer. Maybe if you ask them if you have a question that what is your name, that requires a short answer. I have what is your name. Can have what is your name, then I choose that the reply will be a short answer. Then I can add on a new question. You just place the plus sign, add a new question. You can choose still, it can be multiple choice or it can be check boxes. Check boxes. Maybe so that maybe I can say that what is your favorite gadget? Then I give options. The number one at my favorite is a phone. Number two, can add another option that may be laptop. And add another option that may be a radio. Then the fourth one, television. So in these checkboxes, someone just checks and chooses that me phone, this, and this. Then you can add, there are various questions. It depends on which question you have asked. It will choose whether it is a long text, a short text, but you also have drop down options. That is where someone just chooses among the options you have provided. So for example, you can say that maybe let's say in which year Did you enroll? And I'm going to give specific options, maybe 2020, 2022, 2019. So drop down will come and someone simply chooses. So there are many options. You can customize these questions. You can mark some questions as required, meaning if someone is filling this Google form, they cannot skip it out. Usually the option comes that this field is required, meaning everyone will have to fill that field before they submit it. You can add response validation. You can add response validation. Validation, e.g. the number restrictions, how many how many options they can choose, and so much more. You can organize this Google form into sections, whereby you fill the first section and you say next section is like that. Just to example, when I come and I click this option allows you to create a new section. So there you are in another section. That is the first section. Second section, maybe the second section is about the, should we say, their type of employment, or all about their jobs, at what is your current employment. So you choose according to what anything you prefer, and all those things. So you can even design, you can add designs to your Google form. You can come to this palette icon, you customize theme, that you can choose the type of header you want. You can choose the font for the questions. You choose the font for the text. You can add a header image for your Google form. You can add an header image, so you can choose any of your choice. Let me just choose that as the header image. So it will come on top of that. When you share that Google form, that will be the header image. Then you can choose a background color. So maybe you don't like, maybe you have not liked blue. You can choose the color you like, you prefer. Yeah, and you edit. So that is, you're you're customizing the appearance of your Google form. Then after you have edited everything you want, then you can go on to share the form. So yeah, you come here to send. And the option of sending the form may be sent through email. That is, you type in the email addresses. To me, you're going to send the form, they open, they click it. But one of the common ways is using a link. You copy this link, then you share it. You share it maybe through WhatsApp or through Twitter, anything. You share that form as a link. So whoever taps in that link, they'll be able to access that form. They fill it, then they submit. After submitting, their responses will appear here. Actually, these responses, they even do analysis. For example, if it was a quiz, you can also do this in the form of a quiz, whereby everyone fills and they get marks they are awarded points for every correct answer. So this can be a Google form for collecting information, but it can also be a Google form for sending, like you want to make a quiz where people can fill in, then they know their marks. So all those are in responses. So if you want to make a quiz, you go to settings and say that make this a quiz. Then you go on editing. You can create the points that I'm going to award 5 points for every correct response. Then you manage the responses. you fill in the correct ones, the wrong ones, such that those who will fill the quiz will be able to be marked, and then so that option is in under settings, making this a quiz. So after you have done that, Google Forms is so much easier. Thanks for watching.